Good morning, guys. And once again, thank you all of you for your warm wishes and thanks for being part of Ashok IT family. Successfully, we completed our first anniversary of Ashok IT. So last year, May 20th, 2020, I have started the first batch. That day, I was the only one guy on the May 20th, 2020. Today, I have a very big family. I am very proud of that. Thanks for part of this Ashok IT. Thanks for being with me. I wish you all the best. Good. Let's start. In the last session, in the last session, we started our discussion related to where, let, and constant keywords in JavaScript. Whatever these keywords are there in the JavaScript, we can use those keywords in the TypeScript also. These keywords we can use in the TypeScript also. Good. Where keyword, where, let, and constant keywords are used to declare variables are used to declare variables in JS and TS. In the JavaScript, to declare the variables, we will use where, let, constant. As well as in the TypeScript also, to declare the variables, we will use where, let, constant keywords. Where keyword, where keyword is functional scope. Where keyword is functional scope. Within the function, it is going to provide the changes to the variables, right? Let keyword is block scope. Within the block only, the let keyword effect will be available. Constant keyword, constant keyword is used to declare variables with fixed value. Is used to declare constant variables. Constant variables. Constant variables. Initialization is mandatory for constant variables and modify the value we can't modify the value once they are initialized. Once they are initialized. If you want to declare a constant variable, then you can go for constant keyword. Once you have declared the constant variable and initialized, you can't modify the value of the constant variable. You cannot modify the value of the constant variable. Where keyword is functional scope, let keyword is block scope. Constant keyword is used to declare constant variables. Constant keyword is used to declare constant variables. Good, fine. Now, so with this we understood what is variable, what is a data type, and how many types of data types we have in the TypeScript. What is the difference between where, let, and constant keywords. What is variable, we understood. Variables are used to store the value. Variables are used to store the value. Then whenever we are declaring a variable, we need to go for data type also. What is a data type? Data type specifies what type of data we can store into a variable. Data type specifies what type of data we can store into a variable. Now, how many types of how many data types are there in the Java TypeScript? How many data types available in TypeScript? How many data types available in TypeScript? How to declare a variable? How to declare variable in TypeScript? How to declare variable in TypeScript? Where versus let versus constant. Where versus let versus constant. So from the last two classes, we are trying to understand these concepts. I hope all of you comfortable with these concepts. Variable. Variable is a named memory location which is used to store the value. Whenever we are declaring a variable, we will specify data type. We will specify data type. What is the data type? Data type is used to specify what type of value we can store into the variable. How many data types available in the TypeScript? Four data types available. Number, string, boolean, any. Okay. How to declare variable in the TypeScript? Where or let or constant. In order to declare the variable, three keywords are there. Where, let constant. Where is functional scope, let is black scope, and constant is used to declare the constant variables. Constant variables initialization is mandatory, and once we declare the constant variable and initialized it, we can't modify the value of that. Now, what is the syntax for declaring the variables in the TypeScript? Where variable name colon data type is equal to value. Right now, similarly, you can specify let variable name colon data type is equal to value, or you can specify constant variable name colon data type is equal to value. Like this, you can specify variables with the data types in the TypeScript. So with this, we know how to declare a variable in the TypeScript. By using where keyword, you can declare. By using let keyword, you can declare. By using constant keyword also, we can declare. How many data types are available in the TypeScript? Number, string, boolean, any data type. Are you guys comfortable with this? All comfortable with all these concepts? Are you guys comfortable with all these concepts? Very good. Today's class also will be uploaded to YouTube once the session is completed. So if you observe, guys, in our YouTube channel, we have created a playlist for the Angular. Why? Because some previous project batch students and boot microservice students, due to office timings, they are not able to attend the Angular sessions. That's the reason after the session completed, I'm uploading that in the YouTube channel. 8 classes completed. So those videos are uploaded to YouTube. Today's session also will be uploaded to YouTube after the session is completed. Got it? You just subscribe to our channel, click on the bell icon so that you will get the updates from the Ashok IT. Subscribe to our channel, click on the bell icon. So whenever I post a video, you will get a notification to your mobile. Got it? Sure. Good. Very good. Yeah, fine. So with this, can I say we are good with variables, data types in the TypeScript? Can I say we are good with variables, data types in the TypeScript? Yeah, good. Now, today we are going to talk about arrays in TypeScript. So all these concepts, if you know Java or if you know .NET, these are very nursery standard concepts for you. All these concepts already you know, just we are revising these things with respect to with respect to TypeScript. With respect to TypeScript. Good. Yeah. Now, so let us see how to work with arrays in the TypeScript. Right now, already you know what is array. Arrays are used to arrays are used to store group of values. Arrays are used to store group of values. Like I want to store all the student numbers. I want to store student names. I want to store employee salaries, employee names. So if you want to store group of value, then you can go for arrays. You can go for arrays. Now, can anyone tell me what are the limitations of arrays in the Java? Can anyone speak out now? Do we have any limitation with arrays in the Java?
Array is a fixed
Yes, sir.
size.
Array is a fixed size.
The
Size.
fixed size
We
and we
can
can store
Fixed
only
Size.
the
array
size.
we are
valuable
store
only.
Fixed
homogeneous data type.
size.
It will
Still
data type.
Right.
store
I got
homogeneous data type.
2 points. I got 2 points. Arrays are fixed size in the Java. Whenever you create an array, you have to fix the size of the array, and arrays can store only homogeneous values in the Java. Those two are the drawbacks of the arrays, right? The size of the array is fixed, and array can store only homogeneous values. Arrays can store only homogeneous values. But when it comes to the TypeScript, when it comes to the TypeScript, in TypeScript, in TypeScript, array's size is not fixed. In the TypeScript, array size is not fixed. We can store as many values as we want. we can store as many values as we want. There is no size limitation, no limitation on size, no limitation on size. This is one difference between arrays in the Java and arrays in the TypeScript. So in the both programming languages, TypeScript is a programming language, Java is also a programming language. In the Java, we have arrays concept. In the TypeScript also, we have arrays concept. In the Java arrays, array size is fixed, whereas in the TypeScript, array size is not fixed. In the TypeScript, array size is not fixed. We can store as many values as we want. And the next one, in TypeScript, arrays can store heterogeneous values also. In TypeScript, in TypeScript, arrays can store arrays can store heterogeneous values also. Not only integer, only int values, only string values, only double values, not like that. Whatever the value, whatever the type of the value you want to store, you can store in the arrays. So what are the limitations are there for the arrays in the Java? Those limitations are not there in the TypeScript. You no need to fix the size of the array, and you can store both homogeneous and heterogeneous values in the arrays. Are you guys able to follow this now? So could you please read? They will ask you a question in the interview related to arrays, because whenever you attend a full stack developer, Java and Angular, they want to test your knowledge whether you are good with arrays in the Java and TypeScript. If they ask you a question, could you please tell me how to work with arrays in the TypeScript? Most of the time, what will come into our mind? Arrays are used to store only homogeneous values. Array size is fixed. That is only in the Java. But when it comes to the TypeScript, array size is not fixed, and array can store heterogeneous values also. Are you guys able to remember this point? It is a little bit confusing, guys. It is a little bit confusing. In the TypeScript, there is no collection concept. In the TypeScript, there is no collection concept because array is available. You can store any type of value, any number of values. Got my point? Good. Yes. Arrays can store any type of value. Array can store any number of values. There is no limitation on the data type. There is no limitation on the size. Arrays are used to store group of values. Now, let me show you how to declare a array. Let me show you how to declare an array. Let fruits, let fruits. Now, if you declare as a string array, then you will store only string values. If you declare as any array, you can store any type of value. You can store any type of value, string array. Now, I have declared a array. Now I want to initialize the array. Fruits is equal to declaring a array. Now I can declare an array mango, apple, mango, apple, banana, banana, orange. Any number of value I can store. There is no limitation. Any number of value I can store. There is no limitation. Console.log of fruits. Console.log of fruits. Like this, we can declare arrays in the TypeScript. We can declare array in the TypeScript. Are you guys able to follow this? Are you guys able to follow this? Good. Now, so let me open our Visual Studio Code. Let's see how to declare the arrays and how can we run that program. VS Code IDE we are using to work with our TypeScript. Yeah, let me create one file, arraysdemo.ts, arraysdemo.ts, right? Now, so first let me declare an array. Let fruits colon string array, string array. Now let's initialize this. Fruits is equal to array size. Array I'm declaring with the braces now. Inside this you can store the values. First one I'm storing mango, then I'm storing apple. Let me store banana. Let me store orange. Okay, good. Now let me print these arrays. Console dot log of fruits. Console dot log of fruits. Let fruits. I have initialized that array. I have declared that array with the data type. Then I have initialized that array. Then I'm printing the content on the console. Now let's execute it. TSC space arrays demo.ts. I am transpiling. I'm compiling my TypeScript file into JavaScript file. I'm transpiling. I'm compiling my TypeScript file into JavaScript file. Compilation is done. Node space arrays demo.js. Let's print it. Are we able to print the array values? Is there any limitation on the size, or there is no limitation on the size? Can I store any number of values? Can I store any number of values? Come on. Can I store any number of values? I can store any number of values. Now, let me declare one more array. Let animals, let animals colon data type. If you want to specify what type of value you want to store, you can specify like this. You can specify like this. Let animals of array of string. This is one way of declaring the array, and this is another way of declaring the array. Now, in the animals, I can store some values. Animals is equal to, here I can store some tiger, and I can store some lion, I can store some rabbit. Okay, now let me print it. Console dot log of animals. Console dot log of animals, right? So here I'm specifying string array, and here I'm specifying array string. Both are same. Array of string type. I want to store only string values. Here also I want to store only string values. Good. Now here rabbit I'm keeping in the double quote. Rabbit I'm keeping in the double quote. So string can be represented by using single quote as well as by using double quote. Okay, now here tsc space arrays demo dot ts. tsc space arrays demo dot ts. I'm transpiling. I'm compiling the TypeScript file so that the TypeScript file is converting into JavaScript. Then node space arrays demo dot js. Now, are you able to access to arrays? So array of string, that means this animals array can store only string value. Can store only string value. Here string array, it can store only string value. String can be represented by using single quote as well as it can be represented by using double quotes. Now I want an array which can store both the string value and the numbers. I want to store both the string and the numbers. I want to store both string and numbers. Now let me take let persons colon array of string slash number. What does it mean? This array can take string value or number value, anything, either string or number you can store. Okay, now let me store. Persons is equal to array of ram, comma, his age is 20. Okay, next Anil, I'm storing his value as age as 30. Next I'm storing Charan, his age as 45. Okay, good. And what values I stored? I stored strings and I have stored numbers also, because my array can take either a string value or a number value. Now let me print it. Console.log of persons. Console.log of persons. Okay, now clear screen. TSC space arrays demo dot ts. TSC space arrays demo dot ts. Yeah, compiled. Node space arrays demo dot js. Node space arrays demo dot js. Are we able to get the person array values also? Ram 20, Anil 30, Charan 45. My array can store either string or numbers. Can we achieve this in the Java? Can we achieve this in the Java? Yes or no? We cannot. We cannot. Got it? So what are the whatever you feel are the drawbacks of arrays in the Java, those are not available in the TypeScript. TypeScript array doesn't have limitation on the size. TypeScript array doesn't have limitation on the data type. You can store any number of values. You can store any type of values in the TypeScript. Guys, are you able to understand how to work with arrays in the TypeScript? Are you able to understand how to work with arrays in the TypeScript? Now, let me try to store one boolean value here, true. I'm storing one boolean value true. Let's try this. TypeScript space arrays demo dot ts. Is it accepting or not? Not accepting. Why? I have specified the type as string or number. So that array should contain only string or number, but it is specified as a true. That's why it is not accepted. That's why it is not accepted. Got my point? Got my point. Okay. If I want to accept any type of value, what data type I need to use? If I want to accept any type of value, then what data type I need to use? What data type I need to use to accept any type of value in the array? Come on. What data type I need to use to accept any type of value? Right now, see here, I'm specifying my array type as I'm specifying my array type as any. I'm specifying my array type as any. Array of any. Ram 20, Anil 30, Charan 45, then true, comma, I will specify 450.56 float value. This array contains string, number, boolean, float value. See here, array of any. Ram is there in the single quote, 20 is the number, Anil is their string, 30 is the number, Charan is the string, 45 is the number, true is the boolean value, 450.56 is the floating value. All different types of values, four types of values I'm storing in the single array. Right. TSC space, TSC space arrays demo dot ts. TSC space arrays demo dot ts. Arrays demo dot ts. Node space arrays demo dot js. Are we able to get all the values available in the array now? Are we able to get all the values available in the array now? Am I able to store floating value, boolean value, number value, string value into the array? So now can you believe arrays can store heterogeneous values also in the TypeScript? Now can you believe that we can store heterogeneous values also in the array in the TypeScript? But in the Java, can we do that or we cannot do that? In the Java arrays, we cannot do that. Got my point. Very good. So now can I restrict that? My array should store only string and number. Can I restrict that my array can store only string and number? Can I restrict that my array can store only string and number? Yes. How can I specify? Here I need to specify string slash number. Then it can store only string value and number value. Yeah, that already we have seen. Let persons of array. If I specify string slash number, it can store only string and number. Persons, persons, Ram, comma 45, Anil, comma 50. Then this array can store only string values and number values. This array can store only string values and number values. Right. Console dot log of persons. Console dot log of persons. Very good. TSC space arrays demo.ts, which is used to transpile, which is used to transpile. Yeah, good. Node space arrays demo.js. Node space arrays demo.js. Yeah. First two are only strings. Third one is string and a number. Fourth one is any type of value we can store into the arrays. Yes. Now I'm giving this program in the notepad. This is the syntax. Arrays demo.ts. Arrays demo.ts. So total four ways I have given here. First approach, to declare the string value, to store the string values. Second also string value. Third one string and number. Fourth one any value you can store. Fourth one any value you can store. Okay, name, number, boolean, float, all the four values you can store in the fourth array. Now arrays index, arrays index, arrays index also will start from 0 in the TypeScript. Now console dot log of generic array of 0. It will give first value available in the array. What is this? This is generic array. If you want to access the array value based on the index, index start from 0. Okay, first index value, first index in the array, first index value, first index nothing but 0th index in the arrays. In the Java also array index will start from 0. In the TypeScript also array index will start from 0. Okay, good. TSC space arrays demo dot ts, which is used to compile our program. That means transpilation. TypeScript program is converting into JavaScript program. Okay, next one, node space arrays demo dot js. Node space arrays demo dot js. First index value is the rom. In this array, what is the first index value? Rom. Index 0, nothing but first value we are getting from this. So do you know index also available for arrays in the TypeScript? Index value will begin from 0. Got it? Array index will begin from 0. Yeah, right guys. And in the TypeScript also we have operators, arithmetic operators, logical operators, relational operators, assignment operator, ternary operator, string operators. Do I really need to discuss about those things? Plus, minus, and r equals. Is it required? Come on. Do I need to discuss about the operators here? Not required, na? Huh. We don't need to discuss about the operators. Plus operator, minus operator, arithmetic operators, logical operators, relational operators. There are just some operators are available here. Okay, in the TypeScript also we have operators. Okay, so in the next session I will just give you overview about what are the operators are available. We'll complete that. Once the operators are completed, then we start with oops concepts in the TypeScript. Those are also very easy for us. We know what is class, what is object, what is method, what is inheritance, what is interface. So we'll cover those oops also within 2 to 3 days of time. So once we are comfortable with these TypeScript concepts, then we will start with Angular. And guys, one thing, so please inform to your friends that in Ashok IT, we have started several batches today as with anniversary offers. Core Java batch is available evening at 7:30 p.m. DevOps batch is started. Salesforce started. Core Java morning 7 a.m. Today we had a demo session, and evening 7:30 p.m. also we have a demo session for Core Java. DevOps morning 9 o'clock we have a new batch. C language morning 7 o'clock we have a new batch. UI full stack 11 a.m. we have a new batch today, right? HTML CSS we have at 11 a.m. Salesforce today we have at 9 a.m. So several batches are starting today. So you can inform to your friends who are interested to join for core Java or DevOps or C language. Please inform to your juniors now. All of you staying at home. So your relatives or your neighbors or your friends you will be available. So please inform them to join some course. Even if they are BTech first year, they should know what is a programming language. Without knowing a programming language, they can't understand any subject in the BTech also. BTech first year student will be there. If they join a C language, then they will understand first of all what is a programming language. After C language, then they need to join for a database. What is a database? Why database is required for a company? First of all, as a software engineer, why we need to learn the database? So if they learn those courses from now onwards, by the time they complete the BTech, they will be ready with the full stack development. They no need to wait for 1 year to complete the courses again. Please educate your juniors. Please educate your juniors. Okay. Yeah. Spring classes will start on the Saturday. We'll have on Saturday, Sunday. So Saturday 3 hours, Sunday 3 hours. I will take for the spring classes. Okay. So I will post that in the Telegram group. I will post that message. So one thing that I want to inform you, as you are staying at your hometown, so please inform to your juniors, your relatives, your friends, whoever are there. Tell them to join programming languages. It can be a Java, it can be a C, or it can be a Python, whatever it is. They have to learn the program. It is online now. They no need to go to Amirpet. They no need to sit, pay the hostel fee. They no need to stay there. Now things became simplified due to this COVID. Some advantages are there, some disadvantages are there. Advantage for students, anything you can access by sitting in your house. You no need to travel Hyderabad. You no need to stay for 1 year. You no need to pay every month the hostel rents here. Okay, good. AWS deployment, I will conduct a workshop, sir. AWS deployment, I will conduct a workshop. Good. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Yeah, please practice arrays before coming to tomorrow session. Tomorrow we'll start with oops in the TypeScript.